Previously, we studied about the van der Waals equation, and in the reasons of deviation of real gases from ideal gas equation, we conclude that only at low pressure and at a high temperature real gases obeys the ideal gas equation. Okay, now actually this van der Waals equation is applicable for real gases to see at which condition real gases follows the ideal gas equation. Now you know the van der Waals equation for 1 mole of gas is P plus A upon V square into V minus B is equals to RT. It is van der Waals equation for 1 mole of gas. If n mole of gas are taken, then it will be P plus A into N square upon V square into V minus MB is equals to nRT. Now van der Waals equation for 1 mole of gas is this one. If further we solve it, then P multiplied by V, it will be PV. P multiplied by B, it will be PB. Further, A multiplied by A upon V square multiplied by V minus AB upon V square, that is equals to RT. Here this V get cancelled with 1 V. That's why PV minus PB plus A upon V minus AB upon V square is equals to RT. Simple multiplication of these two brackets will give this equation. Later on, if except PV all these three terms comes to right side, then PV is equals to RT plus PB minus A upon V plus AB upon V square. Now this is equation 1. Now see first condition, that is at low pressure. If pressure is low, then what happens for real gases in this van der Waals equation? If P is low, pressure is low, then obviously V becomes very large. Since V becomes very large, that's why PB and AB upon V square get neglected. Hence PB and AB upon V square are neglected. Why they are neglected or negligible? Because P is low, V is very high. Since V is very high, that's why V square becomes very high, and it is at denominator, that's why this value becomes quite low. Okay, and since V is very large, that's why B is also negligible. Okay, that's why A upon V square quite small, that's why it is neglected. That's why equation 1 implies it becomes PV is equals to RT minus A upon V. Means this equation is not like our ideal gas equation PV equals to RT. Okay, it is different. That's why at low pressure, real gases cannot follow the ideal gas equation. That is, PV is less than RT by an amount A upon V. Now, second case, at high pressure. If pressure becomes high, if pressure is high, then what happens? Volume becomes very low. Since volume becomes very low, that's why A upon V and AB upon V square, A upon V and AB upon V square are negligible. Since they are negligible, that's why equation 1 implies. What happens in equation 1? PV is equals to RT plus PB. Okay, again at very high pressure, real gases cannot obey the ideal gas equation. Okay, PV is equals to RT plus PB, means PV is greater than RT by an amount PB. Now see third case and very important case which we have seen already, and it will be at extremely low pressure. What is third condition? Third condition, let at extremely low pressure and at high temperature. What happens? Again, you know, if pressure is very low, volume is quite extremely high. Since it is high, temperature is also high, then what happens? All the terms PB, A upon V, AB upon V square, all these three terms are neglected, and since these three terms are neglected, equation 1 becomes PV is equals to RT, means you know only at a low, extremely low pressure and at a high temperature, real gases follows the ideal gas equation. Now, if we consider last point, that is fourth point, for hydrogen and for rare gases. Okay, which are rare gases? Helium, neon, argon, krypton. Now, these hydrogen and rare gases having a very small molecules. That's why the intermolecular force of attraction between them is very low, and hence A is also very small. Van der Waals constant A is also very small. Since A is very small, that's why these two terms are neglected. That's why equation 1 implies PV is equals to RT plus PB, means once again we may say that for hydrogen and rare gases, real gases, these gases cannot follow the ideal gas equation. Means we may conclude from all these 4 points, real gases follows the ideal gas equation only at extremely low pressure and at a high temperature, while for low pressure only, high pressure only, real gases cannot follow the ideal gas equation. And this point is very important so far as real gases behavior and Van der Waals equation is concerned. Means applicability of Van der Waals equation. Here Van der Waals equation is taken initially. Later on, for real gases, we check what happens in conditions. First condition at low pressure. At low pressure, it is not PV equals to RT. It is different. What is it? PV equals to RT minus A upon V. Means for real gases at a very low pressure, PV is equals to RT minus A upon V, means PV is less than RT by an amount A upon V. It is not like ideal gas equation. Okay, also at high pressure, again different. It is not PV equals to RT for 1 mole. Okay, means for these two conditions, real gases cannot follow the ideal gas equation. Okay, real gases shows some deviation, but only real gases shows PV equals to RT when the pressure is extremely low and temperature is extremely high. And also the gases like hydrogen and rare gases, means helium, neon, all these gases, they have small molecules, their intermolecular force of attraction is quite low. That's why van der Waals constant small a is also quite low. That's why these two terms are negligible, and hence it will be PV equals to RT plus PV, means hydrogen and rare gases cannot follow the ideal gas equation. In this way, this is applicability of van der Waals equation to check real gases when show ideal behavior. Getting it? When shows ideal behavior, real gases only show ideal gas behavior at extremely low pressure and at a high temperature. This is very important.